Hi, fellow Cancers. How are you guys doing today? If it's your birthday, happy birthday. If your birthday's already passed, happy late birthday. Getting ready to do just a reading for what you don't see coming. Yeah, we'll try that. I'm going to start with Enchanted Forest Oracles because I haven't used these for a while. And they're always really cute. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What would you like to share with Cancer? What advice would you like to share? Okay, this one kind of came out. Let's see what advice would you like to share with Cancer? Ooh, really talkative today, huh? Enthusiastic about your message. What would you like to share with Cancer, please? Okay, and maybe one more. Ooh. All right. So let's see what we have. Abandoned Temple. Okay. So it says, release fears and doubts that hold you back from living fully. Forest Fairy, kind of in a forest. A garden. We're in the sacred tarot garden. Okay, allow your playful and enchanting spirit to guide you on your journey. Okay. So stay in your playful energy. Gathering. So find strength and community in shared wisdom and purpose. Okay, and then last one, hidden waterfall. Create sacred space for peace and reflection. I used to have a sacred space, but I used to have a much bigger space. So it's kind of hard to create a sacred space when you don't have a whole lot of room or a yard or anything. But anyway, if you have the ability, create a sacred space. Maybe just get some plants. I don't know. That's what I did. Okay, so let's see. Let's pull some tarot and see what we see. Thank you, Spirit. I can't do that reverse thing I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. What would you like to share? What do we not see coming? What does Cancer not see coming? Ooh, the Magician. So we're trying to manifest something. Always trying to manifest something. What else do we not see coming? Maybe you're feeling expansive because of this Jupiter energy that is in the sign of Cancer right now. So maybe your manifestations are extra potent at this time. We'll just claim that for us. Strength. Okay. All right. So we're manifesting. We've got all the tools that we need to make whatever we want happen. And we're strong. What else would you like to share? Four of Wands. So that is a card of union. So you might be coming together with someone. That's a card of like family. Could be love interest. What else would you like to share? Seven of Pentacles. So maybe some of you are focused on your money and maybe you're not really seeing the return of your effort. It doesn't have to necessarily be about money, but since it's Pentacles, it's like wealth, material things. So something's going on in your life where you feel like you're giving effort, but not really seeing much back or not seeing the equivalent return for the amount of effort that you're giving. Okay, Page of Pentacles. So you could be starting to maybe learn something new, maybe like a new skill. Aww. Knight of Swords. So some of you are maybe having anxiety about something, staying up at night, worrying about something. That could be anything really. It could be your finances. It could be a person, a relationship, but I don't really see any cups. So I don't get like any relationship-y, love sort of vibes at the moment. Ooh, and then we got a few more that kind of fell out. So we've got a King of Cups. So that could be, you know, a fellow water sign. Maybe that's somebody that you either know or you're getting ready to meet. And then we have a Five of Swords. So that is conflict, and in swords are thoughts. So something's going on with you mentally. And then Eight of Cups. So that's a card of basically not being satisfied with what's happening right now, and you're walking away from it. And then since it is cups, it could be a relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship, could be, I don't know, a partnership with work or something like that. But whatever it is, you don't like it and you're turning your back on it. Okay, so let's see. Let's do some clarifying. I'm going to use a different deck, just a regular one for clarifying. Let me shuffle because I don't remember if I have shuffled it since I did the last reading. All right. So let's see. Why is this Magician here? Oh, King of Wands. So maybe that is you. Maybe that's you just like really going after your goal. So you're focused on something. He's all about action, this king, and he's passionate, he's fiery. So you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or, you know, you're just embodying this energy, like really focused on taking action toward your goals. And that, you know, with the Magician, those two things go together well. So why is the Magician here? Maybe that's saying that you have the motivation and you also have the tools and you're just kind of going for it. Going for... Okay, so we got the Knight of Pentacles. He's on a mission. He's going after some, well, I don't know. He's a really slow moving knight. He's not moving at all. So he's kind of, he's a patient knight. He hasn't really done a whole lot to achieve what it is that he wants. But that could mean that you're just kind of slowly going after what you're looking for, what your goals are. Yeah, I mean, he has the ability to achieve what he wants, but he's just taking his sweet time about it. Why is the Strength card here? Why do we need strength? Okay, so we got another major arcana. So you could be dealing with the Pisces. Let's see. Or that could just be you, you know, kind of changing your perspective on something. Maybe it took some strength to kind of change your mind about something. I don't know. Why is the Strength card here? Ooh, the Empress. So that is the card of creation, basically, like all creation, any creation. You see in this card, she's actually pregnant, but that doesn't mean pregnant with a baby. It could mean that, but it could also be just pregnant with creativity, with an idea. So maybe you are creating something. Maybe you're in the process of just getting started with creating something, a project, a new work venture. Who knows? Let's see. I'm kind of, a lot of this is pretty positive. Like you're making positive changes, but I want to see why the Nine of Swords is here. Why is the Nine of Swords here? What are you worried about? Justice. So maybe something in your life hasn't seemed fair. I don't know. Why is the Nine of Swords here? Two of Cups. So maybe you're worried about a relationship. Maybe you're in some kind of relationship that seems like something about it is not fair to you and you're feeling some type of way. You're up at night worried about it. It could be that. But we do have a King of Cups, you know, so that is a person who is very in touch with their emotions. The King of Cups is emotionally stable. He's not like wearing his heart on his sleeve type of emotions, but he is in touch with his emotions and he has a handle on them. And it's with the Four of Wands. So that could mean that you are coming into union with a King of Cups. And the King of Cups doesn't have to be a man. It's just a masculine energy. It's just energy. So everybody has masculine and feminine energies. So maybe, you know, because it's with, like I said, with the Four of Wands, you're coming into union with a King of Cups. So who is this King of Cups? Who is this King of Cups, please? That Cancer is meeting or will be meeting. So the Ten of Wands. So it could be somebody that, you know, has a lot of responsibility maybe, and they're putting that burden down of that responsibility. Who is this King of Cups? And another king came out. King of Swords. So King of Swords is logical. He's not as emotional. He doesn't make decisions based on emotions. But yeah, I mean, he's a fair king. So maybe somebody that you know who isn't as emotional, who's more logical, but then he's the King of Cups. So I don't know how that really goes together. And it came out with the Four of Pentacles. So some people call the Four of Pentacles like the miser of the tarot, because the Four of Pentacles, you know, he's holding on to those pentacles. He's not trying to share them. So it's like whoever this person is, maybe it's somebody that you already know, because maybe they haven't previously wanted to give to you or give to this connection at all. But maybe they're making some kind of change. Maybe they have a change of perspective. Maybe they're putting down some other things in their life. You know, that's the Ten of Wands. So that they can give more to you and to the relationship. Maybe, you know, they're making you a priority. But then we've got some conflict over here, because we've got the Five of Swords and we've got the Eight of Cups. So why is the Five of Swords here, please? Okay, so maybe the conflict is a decision that needs to be made. You know, this could either be a decision that needs to be made in love, or it could be an illusion. It could be a dream. So maybe the conflict is that, you know, the decision hasn't yet been made, and you've got some options here. Why is the Five of Swords here, please? Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is somebody that's curious. That is like an energy of somebody that's watching you. Yeah, you can see, you know, he's kind of like, almost like he's trying to walk away, but then he's looking back. So he's not really walking away. He's still focused on the past. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Okay, Page of Wands. So somebody that's looking for a new beginning, which is clear because they're walking away from what they had and looking toward a new beginning, toward starting something new. Okay. Anything else? And then we got the Magician again on the bottom. So whatever you are walking away from, whatever you're rejecting, and you're starting something new, it's going to be what you've asked for. It's what you've manifested. So looks like you're getting ready to move toward what it is that you want most. Okay. All right. So let's see what else I might feel like doing. Anything else? Let's just do Alice in Wonderland real quick. We'll just get a couple oracles from that, and then that'll be it. I hope this message is resonating with anybody. It's making sense. If it's not, then it might just be that it's not your message. Thank you, Spirit. What is your highest advice for Cancer, please? Highest advice for Cancer. Anything else? Any other advice for Cancer? What other advice do you have? Okay, so we just got one, but hopefully it's a good one. We have the Painted Roses. 18. Okay. So perfection and impeccability are not of this world. Everyone makes mistakes, and it's an interesting as well as an enlightening part of life. You should not be punished out of proportion when making errors. But should that happen, it is time to reconsider the way your job, family, relationship works and drastically readjust your life to bring back more balance, compassion, and delight. Okay, and then there's a key question because these cards always have a question. What is your current driving force? Are you acting out of duty, out of joy, out of fear, out of love? All right, so just some things to think about. Well, I think that's it for today. I hope that you found anything in there helpful. And if not helpful, maybe at least it was entertaining. And I will see you again in the next video. Thanks for watching.